Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Because it's Monday night, you know what time it is. It's time for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz. I'm Dickie, I'm your quiz master. It's great to have you along this Monday evening. If you want to play along with us tonight, you're going to need four things. You're going to need a pen, paper, you're going to need a drink and some nibbles to take in the wondrousness of a Monday night. If you're playing along with us tonight, it's great to have you playing. Stick your name in down there. If there's a couple of you as well, stick your team name in there too. And if you want to and tag your friends in and see if they want to play with you and the Hotpots tonight, do that now. Firstly, apologies for last week. It didn't stream for various technical reasons, doing too many things at once, trying to get the old album launch ready. Oh, and more about the album later. But first, before we do anything else, let's talk to the Hotpots. First up, it's Bernard. Bernard, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Captain Dickie Ticker. It's great to hear from you. My name is Bernard Thresher, and I'm calling from Lancashire.
Yay! Yes, he is. Yes, he is. In a room with a guitar hung on the wall. Great to have you on board, Bernard. What sort of a week have you had?
It's been all right, actually. The weather's took a turn, hasn't it? Hasn't it got a bit cold? Somebody's just like, smack your hand, touch it thermostat. They've just turned it down.
Dialed it down. Yes, we're heading towards winter now. Nothing we can do about that. But the one thing you can do is make sure you are well fed and well watered during the quiz. So what have you got?
Well, for my snack. I think this is quite important. This is a big day because I think this is probably it's definitely in my top 3 crisps of all time.
Ooh.
Pray silence, please, for Worcester sauce French fries.
Oh, nice.
Very clean, very clean.
Classic.
Isn't that just a classic snack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that shop bought or from a multi-pack?
No, it's a shop bought. I paid 75 pence these days.
Goodness.
And when you look at the grammage, it's 21g.
Oh, dear.
75p for 21g.
We used to have French fries on the bus, didn't we, when we were kind of on tour, back when we were on tour.
Yeah.
We've not had those for a while.
Yeah, but 75p for 21g.
Yeah, not good, that.
Now, where I can say I've pushed the boundaries up then, I've got a balance within my life, is I've got 660 millilitres of Punk IPA.
Glag, glag, glag.
Nice.
Glag, glag, glag.
Is it some as big as your head? Look at the size of that!
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's a winning combo.
You'll be all right tonight.
Yeah, it's a postmodern classic with an absolute classic.
Oh, you're in for a grand Monday night treat. Cheers for that, Bernard. Up next, we have Bob. Bob, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, everybody. My name's Bob Riddles, and I'm from Lancashire.
Yay! Lovely to have you on board tonight, this Monday night, Bob. Same with you. What's your drink and what's your nibbles?
So, nibbles-wise, I've done a Bernard Thresher.
Oh.
Hang on a minute. It's not what you think of. I'm fully clothed, as you can see. A few weeks ago, Bernard had this exact snack, and I'm doing the same. I've got some cheese and crackers.
Oh, mate!
Look at the size of the wedge on that. That wedge of cheese.
That's a big wedge.
Yeah. I've got 3 cheeses. This is piri piri cheddar.
Wow.
This is smoky redwood.
Oh.
And this is cheddar, lime, and chili. Ooh.
Oh, it's
You
almost
got
like
3 types of sandwiches, 4 types of cheese.
Exactly that. Yeah. Christmas buffet and all that. And to wash it down, I've also done a Bernard Thresher, but I've not done this myself. This was a present, as you guys know, and as some of the Hot Potters know. One of the other things that I do is I teach music. One of my students, who's a top Hot Potter, who watches the quiz every week, Dylan, he bought me a Christmas present, and he knows me well. This Christmas present is a massive big bottle of Brewdog Punk IPA.
Jinx! Jinx.
Big as your head. Cheers, Dylan. Nice one,
Dylan,
mate.
all the way.
Wonderful, wonderful. What a start to our Drinks and Nibbles selezione for tonight. Someone who won't let us down, I know, is Kenny. Kenny, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'll do cockers. Kenny Body here, and I'm from Lancashire.
Yay! Now, I don't think you'll have a big bottle of Punk IPA, although you might. Tell us what you've got.
Well, I've not got a big bottle of Punk IPA. I've just got a regular can of Punk IPA.
Oh, Jinx!
You see, they're doing the golden can thing, aren't they? The Willy Wonka style. Buy packs of Punk IPA and see if you can find a golden can. So I bought like 48 cans of Punk IPA in the hope of getting me golden ticket. I didn't find one. Although I'm a bit disappointed because when the box was delivered by the DPD delivery driver, it was open. And one of the boxes inside was open. So if anyone sees that a DPD delivery driver or indeed depot person has found a golden can, it's probably mine. So anyway, I've got plenty of Punk, so I thought I'd have one tonight with you.
And with three of us down, come on, you two, don't let us down.
Oh, Ron's got his head in his hands, but we'll come to him shortly. So, and what have you got to wash the single can of Punk down?
Well, people may have seen these on a recent corn snack corner.
Corn snack corner.
And we enjoyed them, so I thought I'd have a packet of Mr. Trotter's original seasoning hot potato crisps.
Oh, very nice, very nice. How fine and delicate and delicious. Cheers for that, KB, and let's go to the last hot potter on the team tonight. It's Dr. Ron. Ron, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Hot Potters. My name's Dr. Ron, and I'm from Lancashire.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Now then, I wonder if you can give us a clean streak on the Punk front. Ron, what do you reckon?
Unfortunately, tonight, fellas, I can't give you a clean streak on the Punk run because I've gone and bought myself a cheeky Desperado.
Oh, he does like his Desperados.
Is that a genuine Desperado?
It's a genuine,
Teldy?
real Desperado, yes.
No slice of lime, Ron. Where's your lime?
Not into all that. Not doing all that. No. And Nibbles, I went with an absolute banging classic, which is your salt and vinegar Pringles.
Oh, no.
Standard, absolutely. Again, it's a Christmas standard as well. I can see those appearing. Oh,
full tube, or are you decanting? Full tube.
Hands in, look how far I've gone down.
up to the elbows.
I'm not messing about. I'm not messing about, man.
You do know that if you tip the tube the other way up, the crisps come to you and you don't have to put your hand in. You do know that.
I know, but I like licking my hand.
And on that bombshell, we'll leave Ron there with his savoury selection. So it's, as per usual, 10 hot pot questions on 10 loosely themed topics. No answers in the box below. If you're a newbie, just put them on your sheet and we'll confer at the end. Now then, hot pots on my screen. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Hot potters at home, that's you lot. Are you ready? Well, let's get quizzing. And we kick off this week with music, as per usual, and musical siblings The Carpenters rocked the 1970s, ever so gently, with their smooth and easygoing sounds. But what instrument did Karen Carpenter play in the band? So, there were two Carpenters in The Carpenters, Karen Carpenter and the other Carpenter. What instrument did Karen Carpenter play in The Carpenters?
Got it.
Question number 2 is films. And I want to know this week who holds the Guinness World Record for the most stunts by a living actor. Is it A, Jean-Claude Van Damme, B, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or C, Jackie Chan? So who holds the Guinness World Record for the most stunts by a living actor? Is it A, Jean-Claude Van Damme, B, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or C, Jackie Chan?
As always, I've got no idea of the answers. I'm just having guesses. But I've enjoyed my 2 guesses already.
That's good.
I think
Good.
I've got a warm feeling about it.
That could just be you need to change your trousers. Question 3 is egg, sausage, chips and beans. And this week it's sausages. And Bangers with a Z was a 2013 hit album by which female pop star? Was it A, Britney Spears, B, Miley Cyrus, or C, Jessie J? Bangers with a Z was a 2013 album by which female pop star? A, Britney Spears, B, Miley Cyrus, or C, Jessie J?
I think I was listening to a song off this album earlier in the week, I think, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Could be that Bob's got insider information. Question number 4. Bitter, lager, cider, ale and stout. Picture the scene. It's Monday, the 17th of October, 1814, and a terrible disaster occurs. More than 320,000 gallons of beer are accidentally released onto the streets. A 15-foot tidal wave of beer engulfs the thoroughfares, killing at least 8 people. But where did this beer flood occur? Was it A, London, B, New York, C, Milwaukee? 1814, Monday the 17th of October. 320,000 of gallons of beer accidentally pour onto the streets, killing loads of people. It's a beer flood. Where did it occur? A, London, B, New York, C, Milwaukee. Question number 5 is crisps. And Walker's, as we know, is the biggest crisp manufacturer in the UK. But in which UK city is Walker's based? Bit of an easy one, that, I think.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. Walker's are the biggest crisp manufacturers in the country. But where are they based? What city is it? You tell me. You either know it or you don't. But you can have a guess.
You tell me.
Do a bit of maths. Do a bit of lateral thinking.
Kenny's got that.
As I do, just do a bit of guessing.
Or a bit of guessing. Something you shouldn't need to guess about is a question about everyone's favourite group is the Lancashire Hotpots. Now then, study the criteria, gentlemen. Including greatest hits, but not including live albums or reissues. How many albums have the Lancashire Hotpots now had? Including our latest album, Save Christmas, apostrophe, all capitals, which was released on Friday. I'm sure you've
All right, and that question again, including
greatest hits. So that means including golden crates. Yes, but not including
live albums.
Live albums. So live at the Citadel, which was initially an individual release, and technically the live at the Manchester Academy. DVD and CD, not including those 2 live ones, but including golden crates. How many sort of proper studio albums have we had?
Well,
sorry. I've not given you the options yet. A, 10.
Oh.
B, 11. C, 12 albums. So,
but I'd already wrote down my answer before you give me the options, and I'm glad to say that my answer that I wrote down was in the options, so I'm sticking with that.
So the options are A, 10 albums, B, 11 albums, or C, 12 albums.
There was a great photo on Twitter from, was it on Twitter? No, it was on the Sock Cocker Facebook group from good old Martin Dootson, who put his full collection of Hotpots albums. I was just trying to visualise that photograph.
Yes. It is a big collection, but live at the Rondy is not going to be counted in there because that's a live album. Yeah, I'm talking like big proper studio releases, not one of these bonus albums. Yeah, I'm doing that now. Yeah. The ones that are listed on Wikipedia. Oh yeah, but we need to update the Wikipedia with Save Christmas. So that's a job for someone later in the week.
I can do that.
Yeah. Question number 7 is We Love the North. And in terms of population, which is the largest town in England? Is it A, Preston, B, Bolton, or C, Blackpool? So we're not talking cities, we're talking towns. And the town with the largest population in England happens to be in the north. But which one is it? A, Preston, B, Bolton, or C, Blackpool? You tell me. Hey, I tell you what's next? It's question number 8, and everybody loves a Bernard, but we don't love a Bernard, not that much these days, because this week everyone loves a Ron, and Do-Do Ron Ron Ron, Do-Do Ron Ron was a 1962 hit for which vocal group? A, the Crystals, B, the Ronettes, or C, the Marvelettes? Do-Do Ron Ron Ron, Do-Do Ron Ron was a hit in 1962, but for which vocal group? A, the Crystals, B, the Ronettes, or C, the Marvelettes? We're nearly at the end now. Question number 9 is television. And everyone remembers the memorable characters from the memories they have of TV comedy show Fawlty Towers. Basil, Sybil, Polly, Manuel. But can you remember what the name of the chef was?
If I put no, is that the right answer?
In a way.
Technically, yeah.
It is. But yeah, what's the name of the chef? Fawlty Towers. I'll give you a clue. It's a man's name. Yeah. Ron's got his head in his hands.
This is an horrific question.
It's a blow, that. It's a real blow to me, this now.
You should know that.
No, I've taken a massive punt.
We all should know that.
I guess.
Isn't it true that there was only, even though we all remember it so well, there was only like 9 episodes ever. 12 ever.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the chef was in it for all of them. Would you think it? Would you say that Barry was in every episode, Nicky?
That's not for me to say. I mean, you know, the part that Jeff played, it was quite integral to a lot of the comedy.
We loved everything that Clive did, didn't we?
Yes, that's right. So some of you might have made a stab at this one, and maybe the last one, and maybe this one as well, because it's number 10, Potluck. And, true or false, light entertainer Christopher Biggins is a successful writer of crime fiction novels under the pseudonym of E.J. Chesterton. Is that true, or is that false? Christopher Biggins, light entertainer, all-rounder, star of Panto, Celebrity Jungles. He's also a successful writer of crime fiction novels under the pen name of E.J. Chesterton. Is that true, or is that false? Those are your 10 questions for this very Monday evening. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you think you did at this particular stage? Was there a few you had to guess at? Who knows? Well, we'll find out whether you got things right in just a moment. But before we do that, cheers.
Yes, Dickie, I think you failed to say at the start. What are you chowing down on?
Well, I thought I'd go quite old and quite traditional. I've gone Belgian.
Ooh.
Classic old school Duvel.
On a Monday? A Duval on a Monday?
I don't. And proper glass as well.
She'll sleep tonight.
Isn't
She'll sleep tonight.
Those delicious Belgian yeasts. And on the nibble front, I was at the Aldi over the weekend, and they've got these in, and camembert and rosemary. Would you look at that? And they're not. I'm sure these cost me about 70p, and the grammage is 150. So,
Are they a classic potato crisp skin on, or what's the construction of that?
They're a kettle sort of variant. Hang on, let's see if you can go to speakers here.
So we wouldn't see them in Corn Snack Corner.
Corn Snack Corner. Well, last year we had a seasonal Corn Snack Corner. I don't think we've
seasonal Corn Snack Corner.
We're going to record some Corn Snack Corners.
Corn Snack Corner.
This coming weekend, but I don't think we'll do we haven't got time for a seasonal one. We have got a mystery Corn Snack Corner.
Mystery Corn Snack Corner.
We say that to next weekend. Oh, because next week. Oh, sorry. I meant to say this weekend, because this weekend coming up is our fantastic Christmas live streaming show.
Unbelievable.
Ooh, a live stream at Christmas from the Hotpots.
A Christmas Hotpots party gig show with all your favourite Hotpot songs and loads of Christmas songs as well, and maybe a Christmas cover or two, something we don't normally do, but we're going to do it for you just this year.
Have we got special guests?
Into your face.
Sorry, Ron.
Special guests.
Yeah, have we got special guests? Have they booked?
Have we?
No, I'm just saying, have we booked any special guests?
No. Might get Penders to do something.
Yeah, he might do something, yeah.
I acted Noddy Holder on Twitter just to kind of see, but next time I went to check if he got back to me, blocked me, so.
Unbelievable.
I sent Roy Wood a letter, but the letter I sent him was just one singular letter, and it was A. So I don't know if he got that.
Hey? Should have been Billy sending that. Anyway, that's enough shenanigans. Shall we return to the quiz with a small matter of some answers?
Yes!
We've done 10 questions. Let's now do 10 answers. And the first one up is music. And I said the Carpenters were very, very big with their smooth and easygoing sounds in the 1970s. What instrument did Karen Carpenter play? Bernard, can you imagine Karen Carpenter on stage playing her instrument?
No, I can't. And for that reason, I've gone none. She didn't play an instrument. She just did the vocals.
Just vocals.
See, now that would be like one of your type of questions that.
Exactly, Kenny, and that's why I put it, because I reckon Dickie's gone all fresher on your ass.
That's the Bernard brain talking. Let's have a bit of Bob talking and see what his answer was.
I don't think she played their instruments on every song or every live performance, but she did in fact play the drums.
Okay, thank you for that, Kenny.
Yep. Have you seen her? Have you heard? She banged the drums.
And Ron?
Yeah, she played the drums.
3 out of 4 are right. She was the drummer in the Carpenters.
What's the point? How do you know that? That's like 1960 nothing. How do you all know that?
It's a well-known thing.
It isn't a well-known thing because I don't know it.
Well, you've just led a very sheltered pop existence.
Sick of this.
You just watch things like Clowncore on YouTube, you know.
But at least Clowncore played their instruments. You never saw Carpenter on top of box going. Not really. She just stood there looking all waif and beautiful, making things with her mouth. At least Clowncore have got masks and hit stuff.
You might stand a better chance with this one, Bernard, which was question number 2, which is films. And I said, who holds the world record for the most stunts by a living actor? A, Jean-Claude Van Damme, B, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or C, Jackie Chan? In fact, would anyone like to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression for me now?
Nope.
It's not a tumor.
Get them to the chopper.
Do it. You are here. Why not do it? You are here. Just do it. That was actually John Travolta. That was John Travolta doing an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ah, right, okay.
You're the party, Victor.
What about the best Arnold Schwarzenegger film with the best line, Kindergarten Cop. Who's your daddy? And what does he do?
What does he do?
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed that. If it was a little bit haphazard.
What has he done?
What? You done? Private joke. Bernard, rescue us. What did you put?
Well, much like the first answer, I'm totally convinced that my answer's correct. So I've gone Chan the Man.
Chan the Man. Bob.
Yeah, it's got to be Jackie Chan.
Kenny.
Yeah, I thought Tom Cruise might have been in there as an option, but yeah, a lot of the Jackie Chan films, they have like the bloopers reel at the end, don't they, where they show you him doing all these stunts going wrong and stuff. So it's got to be Jackie Chan. It's got to be.
And Ron.
Chan, all the way.
It is Jackie Chan, yes. He got awarded that in 2012. He's broke his nose 3 times, both his cheekbones, most of his fingers, and his skull.
Oh,
ouch!
That's commitment, isn't it?
Yeah. Question 3: Exorcist Chips and Beans and Bangers was a hit album in 2013 by who? A. Britney Spears, B. Miley Cyrus, or C. Jessie J. Bernard, what do you think?
Well, it's not what I think, it's what I know. And if you didn't buy this album, you're a loser. It was Jessie J.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, I was listening to one of my favourite pop tracks, Abracadabra. I'm not sure that this was on that album, but scrolling through her discography, I'd noticed it was. I think it is Jessie J.
Okay, Kenny.
I didn't think it was Britney, but I wasn't sure between the other two. It sounds like a Jessie J, but for some reason I've just gone down the middle and gone Miley.
Miley Cyrus and Ron.
Well, believe it or not, I put Jessie J, but then changed my answer to Miley Cyrus!
And the correct answer is Miley Cyrus!
Ooh.
So Bob flicking through old Jessie J's hits. Talking out of his pop behind there.
Yeah, that's there's some overlapping memories there. I'm not sure that's happened there.
The one thing you don't want to find yourself doing is flicking between Jessie J's hits.
Why is that funny?
Okay, then, question 4.
Oh, we're getting the giggles. It's nearly the end. It's nearly breaking up for the end of term. Question number 4. Bitter lager cider and stout. And on the 17th of October, 1840, 320,000 gallons of beer flooded the streets. But in which city/town? A. London, B. New York, C. Milwaukee. Bernard, where do you think this disaster happened?
Well, chaps, if it had have happened in any of the in the big 2, we would have heard about it. I've never heard about this, so I've gone with it's Milwaukee.
Bob.
Yeah, similar kind of thinking to Bernard. London and New York, bit too obvious. I put Milwaukee. It's felt wrong.
Okay, Kenny.
Me spider sense is saying New York, but again, I thought Milwaukee sounded a bit too specific to be random. But then I realised I couldn't spell it, so I've just put C Milwaukee. ...
Okay, and Ron.
I used my Laverne and Shirley logic because obviously Laverne and Shirley, they did work for a brewery company, and that was in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is the brewing capital of the United States, but I threw you a bum steer because the correct answer was A. London.
Oh.
It was the Horseshoe Brewery on Tottenham Court Road. The beer in question was a porter. And yes, unfortunately, several people died through beer.
Well, just for the rest of you hotpots, this is how you spell Milwaukee. That's how you spell it. Milwaukee. That's it there.
And that's a nod to Wayne's World as well, which is a great film. Must watch that again sometime. Question 5: Crisps and Walkers is the biggest crisp manufacturer in the UK, but where are they based? Which city, Bernard? What do you reckon?
Just because I watched Match of the Day, I've gone for Leicester.
Leicester is best, according to Bernard. Bob?
Yeah, Leicester crossed my mind. I don't know whether there's something to do with Gary Lineker. But in the end, I just put Coventry. I don't know. It's not right.
Kenny?
Yeah, I use my soccer balls knowledge rather than my crisp knowledge, and I believe the reason Gary Lineker does his Walker stuff is because he's a former Leicester City player. I've gone Leicester.
You've gone Leicester as well. And finally, Ron?
Yeah, I didn't spell this right, but I went Leicester.
It is Leicester!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, Bob.
I did have that feeling. I should have gone with it.
It was the Lineker connection.
Bob, knowing that I've lived in Coventry for 15 years, do you not think that I would have mentioned 3 bags of Walkers?
You see, somewhere in my memory there, I think probably you did, but you haven't. So you didn't, so I didn't.
Yeah. It's best at some point you just have a little lie down.
I've nearly finished this, so I'm on my way out. See you later.
Ta-da!
You know. So question 6 was the Hotpots. And I said including greatest hits, but not including live albums or reissues. How many albums have we now had, including our Save Christmas album, which was out last Friday? Is it A, 10 albums, B, 11 albums, or C, 12 albums? Now, Bernard, you have an encyclopedic knowledge of all things of the band that you're in. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I was really confident when I wrote down 9 before you gave us the options. So, after then getting the options, I put 11.
Okay, Bob?
Yeah, I came to the same conclusions. I put 11.
Oh, and Kenny?
I didn't know off the top of my head, so I started writing them all down in abbreviations, and I counted 12, which I can go through if you're interested. But I've got 12.
Let's give my answer first. And Ron?
12.
The correct answer is 12.
Wow.
Let's go
Missed
through
one.
them. Never mind the Hot Pots, Pot Sounds, Christmas Cracker, Criminal Record, Actors Gravy, A Hard Day's Pint, Crust for Life, Golden Crates, Fistful of Scratch Card, and Out Like the 80s, Sing Along and Ease Up Jamboree, and Save Christmas.
I missed Christmas Cracker out.
How could you forget Happy Non-Denomination Winter Festival Celebration?
Probably because this latest Christmas album will supersede the other Christmas album. More about that. Have we promoted the album? Have we done that yet?
No, we've got a new album out.
I think the more important topic to discuss is the fact that I thought we'd only done 9. Which means 3 albums of my life have gone missing.
Well, I use this logic. I just counted Crush for Life 12 times.
John? I think I've got them all in order as well. Was Crush for Life before Criminal Record? Not Crush for Life. Christmas Cracker before Criminal Record.
Yes.
Yeah.
I might even have them in chronological order that you can't see because it keeps going up.
Kenny's brain.
Ding dong.
We'll see how Kenny's brain copes with the next question, which is question 7, We Love the North. And in terms of population, which is the largest town in England? Is it A, Preston, B, Bolton, or C, Blackpool? Bernard, what do you reckon?
You know where I go. If in doubt, just say Preston.
Bob?
I think when I moved to Preston when I was a student, I think my mum told me this fact, that it was the biggest town without being a city, Preston.
Kenny?
Is this by population or by land?
This is by in terms of population.
It doesn't matter, I didn't know, so I just do what Bernard does as well. Just say Preston.
Always say Preston.
We shouldn't get badges drawn up, just say Preston. And Ron?
I didn't say Preston, I went Bolton.
The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is B, Bolton! As a population of 260,000 inhabitants.
Although, Ron, you spelt it wrong. It's B-E-W-T-O-N.
It might be, and people who are from Preston could probably correct us here. Isn't Preston like the smallest city then, or something like that? It's definitely got one of those accolades. It's
Well, no, because then Boughton would be the smallest city because that's biggest by population. Or do you have to have a cathedral for
You have
being
to have a
city?
cathedral.
You're no longer. That used to be the criteria for a city, but it's changed now.
I can't keep up with things.
And every now and again, the Queen can grant you a town status, a city status as well.
She can do she can do whatever she wants, Liz.
Too much power.
She's the Queen. She can do what she
Swans.
wants.
Yeah, eat a swan.
Swans, yeah.
Swan burgers.
And from swans to Rons. And question 8 is everyone loves a Ron. See, this really should be on cable television.
It should be.
Do Ron Ron Ron, Do Ron Ron was a 1962 hit for which vocal group? A, the Crystals, B, the Ronettes, or C, the Marvelettes? Bernard, what do you reckon? What's your 60s Motown, radar telling you?
Well, it was telling me nothing because I've no idea. I just went with what I thought was the most beautiful, Crystals.
The Crystals, which is number A, question A. Bob?
I just went with the Ronettes. It's got to be the Ronettes, hasn't it? Rons? Ron.
Kenny?
I went for this one, and I'm assuming it may be why Bernard went with this one as well, because of the famous St. Helens haunt, Crystals.
Crystals. And finally, Ron.
I went Crystals as well.
The correct answer is A, Crystals. Well done, you Crystallers.
Thank you.
I thought I'd put the Ronettes in there as just a little bit of a gag. And we're all gagging to find out the answer to question number 9, which was, what was the name of the chef in Fawlty Towers? It was a man's name. It was a man. What's the name of the character who was a man? Bernard.
I mean, there's so many men's, so many men. There are so many names for men, and it's quite hard. I just tried to really tug back on the Ratatouille episode, and I don't know, for some reason I went Gary.
Gary, okay. Bob.
Steve.
Kenny. Dave, okay. And Ron.
I went Terry.
The correct answer is Terry. Well done, Ron. You got there in the end.
Oh, very good.
The full character name was Terry Hugh, played by Brian Hall, who sadly passed in 1997. But yes, Terry, it was. Yes. Ron got there in the end.
Come on.
But how
well done, Ron. That's really good.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well played. Well played.
You were all in the right sort of name ballpark,
yeah,
weren't you? The last question tonight is our potluck question, and I say that Christopher Biggins is also a successful writer of crime fiction novels under the pseudonym of E.J. Chesterton. Is that true or is that false? Bernard?
I've no doubt that Biggins is doing some stuff, but it isn't crime fiction. It's false.
Wearing falsies. Bob?
Yeah, I don't think Biggins has got that in him. I went false.
Kenny?
I reckon Biggins is into everything, so I've gone true.
And finally, Ron?
I don't think he's got the time. False.
Well, I have to say that is completely and utterly false.
Aww.
I've just made that up. Yes, he's a man of many talents, but writing crime fiction is not one of them. Not to my knowledge, and certainly not under the name of E.J. Chesterton. So those are your 10 questions for this Monday night. Thanks very much indeed for playing along. What I'd like you to do now is to toss up your score and to stick your score in the box below, whether on the Facebooks, the YouTubes, or the Twitters, and we can see whether you got a better or worse score than the Hot Pots tonight.
Answer me this though, Dickie.
Yeah.
With the last question.
Yeah.
How have you created that? Do you know an author of such a name, or have you just got a thing about Biggins? What?
It's just it's just Biggins. Biggins is big. I was lying awake early one morning this week,
Thinking about Biggins.
Yeah. Doesn't everybody?
Nope.
Never mind. That's just me then. That's just me. So let's cut to the chase. Bernard, what's your score for this week?
Well, what I do is I rip up, as you'll see, little bits of paper to write my answers on. And when you see the size of the ball from the paper I've ripped up, you'll see that really that I haven't got many right, because that's a big ball. Gentlemen, I'm sorry. This week I only got 4.
Leaving us with a 4 on 10 for tonight. Bob, what have you got?
Did terribly this week. Started well, had a poor midsection, didn't really recover. Done even worse than Bernard. 3 on 10.
3 on 10.
Whoa.
Oh, but I tell you what, Bob.
I beat Bob! Yes! Come on!
This is getting interesting. Kenny, what did you get this week?
Yeah, I was doing all right at the start, and then on my second side of paper, it didn't go quite so well, but I managed to scrape together a 6.
Oh, a very strong 6 on 10.
6 on 10.
There's only one person who can beat him now. Ron, what did you get this week? Oh, there's a strong, confident touch of the brim
I
there.
think I should drink Desperado more often, because I got a 9.
No way! That
Right.
means Dr. Ron.
No, whoa.
What?
Before we award him the win, let's go through their answers. Show us your answers. He has never got 9 on 10. Never.
Get a 10 one week.
That was my first answer.
No, he's never. He's just usually sat there.
Drums.
Yeah,
Chan.
Yeah.
Oh, drums again. Sorry.
yeah, you changed
Terry.
Tree to Cyrus.
Terry. I changed Jessie J to Cyrus. I did Crystals.
Yeah,
Bolt.
the only one you got wrong was Cyrus, Milwaukee, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. I've got Miley Cyrus there. Faults for Biggins. Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee
That's the one
wrong.
you got wrong, yeah.
Leicester.
You got 12 for the Hotpots.
12.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that
yeah. It's been
concludes
adjudicated.
Amazing.
that concludes
Great
the
work.
Stewart's inquiry. So I am more than happy to pronounce Dr. Ron as the winner of this week's pub quiz.
And Ron, as every other winner has done, you need to take off all your clothes and run around the room you're in.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
So how do you feel, Ron? How do you feel?
Feel good, yeah. Feel really good. Yeah.
This could be a good week. No,
Could be a really good week. This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to celebrate this evening, Ron? Why are you going to celebrate the win?
Well, I can't celebrate this evening because that was the one of 2 beers that I've got for this evening. But what I'll do is I'll celebrate in the new year by leaving my family home. See you later. Thank you.
Listen, next week is going to be a very special week because it's going to be a bumper Hotpots Christmas pub quiz. So you definitely won't want to miss that. Anyway, that concludes the quiz tonight. I wonder if you got as good as a score as Ron did. Thank you very much indeed for playing. It's been great to have your company this Monday evening. You have a fantastic rest of the week, and we will see you then. Ta-ta now.
Hello.
Bye.